Hi, I'm Joanna Britt. I'm the chair of the social ministry team here at Augsburg. This is a team that works to create and support all the ways that we love our neighbors beyond the walls of our church. On Fridays during Lent, we'll be sharing videos with you that tell the stories of some of the social ministry partnerships. We hope that these brief videos are a reminder that even while we're apart, God is still at work in us. This week, we'll focus on our partnership with Christ's beloved community. Thanks for all of the ways that you support this partnership through your prayers and your support. Here's a little background about our partnership.
Christ's beloved community is a federated ministry with the Episcopal Church. And what that fancy word means is that we're in it together. And both denominations have said, we want to create a worshiping community with an outreach expression that specifically connects. At first, we thought it was going to be just the Latinx community. And then God has shown up and showed us this beautiful multiracial beloved community that is worshiping together, fed with the sacrament, and taking that and the charge to then feed their neighborhood.
God has been at work in the partnership between Augsburg and Christ Beloved Community, Comunidad Amada de Cristo, in so many ways. Before the pandemic, we had really good hands-on help with people midweek that allowed us to meet the needs of the pandemic. But since the pandemic, our needs have really increased. And in order for us to meet those needs, Augsburg has really stepped up. One of the most important ways that we have benefited from our partnership is that every other month or so, there's been food drive drop-offs where parishioners from Augsburg have been filling trucks. Trucks are rented, trucks are brought to us, trucks are going to sites like grocery stores, and the community is able to rally together to fill that food and then gives it straight to us. We will fill up classrooms and conference rooms, and then within 2-3 weeks, all that food is given away. That has been tremendous for us because Second Harvest has not always been able to meet the needs that we have seen on the ground. And so we couldn't have met those needs if it weren't for our partnership with Augsburg during this time. Also, we've seen more volunteers, which has been a blessing because once the food comes in, we need a whole other team of people to sort the food, stock the food, organize the food, fill the bags so that the bags that are going to different households all have the peanut butter, the spaghetti sauce, the beans, the rice, so that people are getting not just random stuff, but that it actually fills the needs of those families. So I'd love to give you an example of a story of God's success. A lot of people don't know this, but before the pandemic, we, on any given food pantry opening, we might have 48 families that we would serve. And now we have seen upwards of 150, 140 families each time. So literally the needs have tripled for us. When you count in the food pantry and the kids that we serve during the week and the volunteers, we're now impacting between 1,800 and 2,000 people each month. It's unbelievable. With the increasing demands, what we have seen is every time the food pantry is opening, a good hour before it's opening, the parking lot is full of cars winding around as we now serve our food from car to car. People are not able to come inside. And so the success, the hardship during the pandemic has meant a success for us because now we are seen as a mission hub. Lutheran and Episcopal churches, area organizations like banks and realtor companies can come to us to serve the community. So it's been a blessing for us as a church to be seen as a mission hub. And there again, Augsburg has kind of risen to the top of modeling what a healthy, thriving partnership looks like.
Augsburg is deeply involved with the ministries at Christ's beloved community, and especially the food pantry. And we're thankful for these two familiar faces, and Anna Beavis and Robbie Ann Breath, who have been designated by CBC to be Augsburg's liaisons and leaders at the food pantry. I invite them to share how God's at work in such an important ministry.
First of all, it's such a privilege to be involved in that particular ministry. It is food for my soul as well as actual food for those that we are able to serve. I think it is just as simple as when Jesus told Peter, "Feed my sheep." And that has always just been a very basic commandment, if you will, to me. And that's what we do there. It is about as simple as it can be that we give food to people who are hungry and don't have enough. And it also is very loaves and fishes. There are times when we're not sure how it's going to work, but it always does. The outpouring of food that we receive from Augsburg and money is nothing short of amazing, but we also need time. We need some volunteers. The pantry's open 3 days a month, and we're always looking for people to come and be part of that ministry with us.
I agree with everything Robbie said. It is food for my soul, I know as well. And really, although I started volunteering there pre-COVID, since COVID, it has been amazing to see what has happened at CBC. We went literally overnight from feeding around 40 to 45 families or households to triple that amount during the pandemic, which also required, of course, more food. But in addition, because we had to start a distribution that required probably about triple the amount of volunteers as well. So we invite members of Augsburg to join us. There's a sign up Genius link in every beacon and as well as the bulletin. So the dates for the pantry are listed there, and we welcome you to join us.
I do have dreams for what this partnership might look like in the future. For me, it would lie in the question of like, what does it look like for us to be seen as a mission hub for Augsburg, not only in the food pantry, but in other ways? For example, this summer, area kids around the neighborhood are not going to be able to afford the summer camps that a lot of other families do. And so what would it look like to have adults or camp counselors create like an on-site camp for the kids of Southside? What does it look like to expand the ways that we can serve God together with the food pantry? What about kids that are doing online school during the week? Are there tutoring opportunities? But to kind of look at us as almost like a domestic mission site, a mission hub where you can serve God just 15, 20 minutes away from your own home, but that you can come and have a beautiful relationship with people that live in Winston-Salem alongside you.
So God works between the relationship in Augsburg and CBC in so many ways, and we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the benevolence that we send to the North Carolina Synod, which then supports Christ Beloved Communities daily ministries, and also the financial gifts that we pass directly to the food pantry, including a record-breaking portion from Super Bowl of Caring this year, which we send their way. So always important to be involved, and on behalf of a great ministry partner, we all say thank you.